very good afternoon to you. You're watching Lunchtime News on MTV Sports. I'm Katrina Chan. Let's take a look at your headlines this afternoon. Now, postal voting for the general elections get underway today. Former MP Lakshman Vasanta Pereira arrested. Another individual that was injured in the Bloomington shooting succumbed to his injuries. Now, moving on to your news in detail. Postal voting for the 2015 election commenced today. Additional Election Commissioner M.M. Mohammed noted that officials from the Department of Education, teachers and police officers are scheduled to mark their postal votes today. Election Secretariat said that in addition to today, postal voting will be held on 5th, 6th and 8th of August. Now, election monitors express their views on what is the latest situation. Let's take a look at those comments.
National Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed noted that election campaigning in close proximity to postal voting centres is prohibited. Meanwhile, police media spokesperson ASP Ron Gunasekara says that mobile and motorcycle units have been deployed to ensure security in areas where postal voting is taking place. Meanwhile, election monitors say that more than 1,500 election monitors have been deployed to monitor the postal voting process. Executive Director of the People's Action for Free and Fair Elections, or PAFRO, Rohana Hettiarachchi, said that they have deployed 1,000 election monitors for this purpose. National Organizer of the National Election Monitoring Centre, Rasanga Harishchandra, said that they have deployed 450 election monitors, while Executive Director of the Campaign for Free and Fair Elections, or CAFE, Kirti Tenakun, said that they have more than 80 election monitors engaged on election duty today.
Meanwhile, police headquarters say that 350 suspects have been taken into custody on charges of election law violations. The police media spokesperson's office said that they have received 268 complaints on the violation of election laws. Meanwhile, the election secretariat says that they have received 892 election-related complaints. The government printer says that they have concluded printing the official ballot papers that will be used in the upcoming general elections. Steps have been taken to hand over ballot papers of all 19 districts to the relevant district secretariats via the election secretariat. The government printer added that ballot papers will be handed over to all district secretariats by the 5th of this month. Let's now take a look at some of the views expressed by leaders of political parties ahead of the general elections.
The capital of the country cannot only be generated by the private sector. Foreign investors did not invest in the country for the past 10 years. The Rajapaksa regime asked for commissions, and sometimes they even asked for a part of the company, which is why investors refrained from coming to the country. But today we are ready to allow foreign investors into the country, so please give the UMP a majority in parliament so that we can create a sense of stability in the government. Now there are three parties that power could be vested to. One is Mahinda Rajapaksa's party, the other is Ranil Wickremesinghe's party, and the other is the Janatha Vimukta Peramuna. Now on the 17th of August, we must wait and see to whom will this power be vested to. We are on this platform to distance the public who are accustomed to being slaves to politicians merely for the love of the party and whose issues have been made second to the politicians. Only on the day that we push this country to this state that you will know the true meaning of victory.
former MP Lakshman Vasantha was taken into custody today. The former minister was arrested on charges for abating the assault of a party supporter in Matale on the 1st of this month. Police stated that 4 suspects have been arrested in relation to the incident. Police added that the suspects are under remand custody till the 12th of this month in order to carry out an identification parade. Former MP Lakshman Vasantha is due to be produced before the Matala Magistrates Court today. Now on to one of our headline-making news. Bulat Sinhalagini Roshan Sampath, who was receiving treatment at the National Hospital, Colombo, as a result of the shooting that took place in Blue Mandal, has succumbed to his injuries. Now, according to police media spokesperson ASP Ruwan Gunasekara, the deceased was 36 years old. The police media spokesperson noted that he was receiving treatment at the ICU of the National Hospital and died at 3:30 this morning. 1 woman was killed and 13 others who were engaging in election campaigning were injured in a drive-by shooting that took place last Friday at Blue Mandal, Colombo. Now, ahead of the August 17th general election, Newsfirst has taken on a proactive role in ensuring a secure future for the country and democracy. As such, Newsfirst, Sirisa and Shakti, together with the election monitoring organization CAFE, or the Campaign for Free and Fair Elections, have initiated the Think Campaign, a novel program organized with the goal of promoting active citizen participation to ensure a vibrant and flourishing democracy. The Think campaign, which hopes to impress upon the citizens of Sri Lanka the value of the vote and the importance of electing the correct candidate to Parliament. The Newsfirst, Sirisa and Shakti staff, together with officials of CAFE, engaged in a public awareness campaign which collected signatures for the People's Charter. Day 3 of the Think campaign, which hopes to educate citizenry on the voting process and to motivate them to vote for a clean parliament, commenced at the Putlam bus station at 9:30 this morning.
Think before you vote, an important factor to focus on in the run-up to the election. We have successfully ended our campaign Team Think at the Putlam bus station and have seen a number of people participating in the campaign, which is much enthusiasm. The signatures were framed from the people of Putlam on a banner which reads, "I am a clean voter, are you?" People in the Putlam town let us place stickers on their vehicles too and show their support towards this vital cause. Now, this campaign will last till the 14th of August in several districts throughout the island. So we hope that all of you will help us create a clean tomorrow. And we're now heading towards Chilao town, and I will bring you the very latest from there. We welcome everyone living in the Chilao area to arrive at the Chilao supermarket at 3 p.m. Let us join hands for this clean goal. Stay tuned for the Newsfirst team. I'm Florine Rajendran.
Think before you vote.
Now, remember, if you want to keep abreast of what's happening latest in the election arena, always tune in to or rather log into our website www.Newsfirst.lk. Now on to other local news. Today is the final day of the Colombo National Book Exhibition organized by the Colombo Public Library. Newsfirst is the media partner of the Colombo National Book Exhibition. The public will be able to purchase books on various topics and subjects at a reduced rate. The exhibition is open to the public on the 28th of July. The exhibition is open for the public from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Welcome back to the news. Let's now take a look at some of the views expressed on the political stage.
The president quoted an excerpt from King Nisanna manuscript saying that anyone who steals state property will be reborn as dogs and crows in the next life. This makes your decision very much easier. A section of the UPFA list belongs to this generation of dogs and crows. The 6.2 million people who voted for the UNP Swan has now reduced to 4.6. Why? Because when you deduct the 700,000 votes of the TNA and 505,000 votes of the JVP, this is the amount you get. This is because they are contesting separately this time. So dear friends, any child could understand that 5.8 million is far greater than 4.6. Where are the strings of flags? Where are those vehicles with cutouts? The culture in which posters, banners and stickers were pasted on every door, and where people who consumed alcohol and curse at people, and those people who do not even let a dog run on the roads, they are not to be seen. This is like Chicago. They come in cars like Chicago, take out their T-56 and start shooting in an area where there are 200 or 300 people. Was there any such incident reported in the past 4 years? How are those in the underworld roaming around Colombo without fear when there are so many CCTVs in the city? They used to erect cutouts that were taller than the Sigiriya rock and had pictures of him with sunglasses on, just like an Indian actor. What happened? He lost. He tried to bring about racism. What happened? He lost. He used to distribute silk cloth. What happened? He lost. The world has changed. This is the way society evolves. They must understand this reality. This is absurd. There are very few MPs. There are only 225 members of parliament. Apparently Mahinda Rajapaksa will secure 117 and Ranil Wickremesinghe will secure 125. This cannot be right. Either Mahinda Rajapaksa is lying or Ranil Wickremesinghe is lying. There were instances where in the village, if you were not loyal to either the UNP or SLFP or any party at all for that matter, they took revenge on you. Homes were vandalized, vehicles were destroyed and burnt merely to generate their own income. We must change the situation.
As 7 people have died in several road accidents which were reported within the past few hours.
3 people died in an accident which occurred at around 10 last night in the Udamavatta area in Ehelegoda. The accident occurred when a bus plying from Sevanagala to Colombo collided with a 3-wheeler which was travelling to Ratnapura. 2 passengers in the 3-wheeler succumbed to their injuries upon admission to the Ehelegoda hospital, while another who was admitted to the Ratnapura hospital also succumbed to his injuries upon admission. Police say the driver of the bus has been arrested. Meanwhile, 3 people died following a collision between 2 cars last evening in Kuliapitiya. Police say that a 69-year-old woman was among the dead. 9 people were injured in a motor accident that occurred in the Nagastena area in Velikanda. Police say that the accident occurred when a bus travelling from Battikaloa to Colombo had suffered technical difficulties, resulting in it toppling at around 1:30 a.m. this morning. The injured have been admitted to the Velikanda hospital. Meanwhile, a staff member of the Tambuttegama postal office has died in a motor accident that occurred this morning. Our reporters say that the accident had occurred when a jeep ran him over while he was on his way to work. Police added that the victim had succumbed to his injuries after being admitted to the hospital. The driver of the jeep has been arrested.
Now to other news, Class C100 from Kumar Sangakkara and Stephen Davis propelled Surrey to a 77-1 victory over Derbyshire in a high-scoring Royal London Cup match at Gifford. A crowd of 3,000 saw some rich entertainment as Sangakkara and Davis added 204 in 31 overs for Surrey's second wicket to set the host on their way to 326 for 6. West Deston led the chase with a thrilling 129 from 98 balls, but no other Derbyshire batsman could give him much support and they were dismissed for 249. Sangakkara scored 109 from 104 balls with 2 sixes and 9 fours before he was stumped off the bowling of Deston. And that's a wrap for your lunchtime news today. I'm Katharina Chang. Have a lovely day.